it's like the thing is he was always very social media savvy, and I think that's one way he built his career up. That he has an enormous following on Twitter,
Yeah.
other social media outlets, and he works that diligently, and he's really used that to heighten his career.
Right. Well, love it or hate it, social media is here to stay. And people who know how to use it, how to manipulate it, how to maximize it and massage it, really can build a huge following, a huge fan base. I don't know. I don't know about its longevity. I don't know about its, financial aspects. Whether the fans that follow Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and so forth are actually the ones with the disposable income out there. But they seem to do pretty well for the people who follow.
I look at them as salesmen too. I mean, if you're pushing a product, and word of mouth. I mean, everything gets done by word of mouth, Jeannie. You know that, and it's like that's a great word of mouth venue. I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook every day, talking to my fans and posting things of interest there because, when the time comes and I'm doing something that's really, really interesting and I want, the word to get out, everybody helps me get the word out.
Yeah, that's fantastic. They're your troops on the ground, really.
They really are.
And if they want to go, if people who don't know you or should know you and want to know you, if they go to boblayton.com, www.boblayton.com, can they correspond? Do you have a fan club?
Yeah, no, that's my email. You can just write me directly through there. It goes right. I am one of the most accessible public figures in my particular business. So I mean, there's an email link there, and so people can contact me directly. It's not a problem.
Right. I met you the first time I met you in person. We were at a Comic-Con in New York, and you were kind of the master of ceremonies for the launch of a new line of superheroes that hasn't yet taken off, so I'm not going to mention it by name. But you were there, and you were doing a great favor for a friend who is Michael Uslan, who was the executive producer of Batman movies. And it was just a pleasure to meet you. I had no idea until I had a conversation with you how dimensional you really are. I mean, right now, you mentioned in passing your own film production company, Future Films, right? Tell me a little bit about that.
No, actually, I've changed the name of
Oh, did you?
I named it after a cartoon character that I'm going to do down the road. It's now Box Monkey Pictures.
Box Monkey Pictures.
Yeah, Box Monkey Pictures. You'll see when you see the logo.
Cute.
I decided that I wanted something that was more memorable. And this character, Box Monkey, was a cartoon show that I developed years ago. And I figured, why not use him as the corporate symbol of my company? Because it's something that would be very, like Bad Robot or
right.
That'd be something people will see and recognize Box Monkey immediately. Where, I mean, Future Films has a dun 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 thing to it, but I mean, it just sounds like any other company. And I thought, let's do something that gets noticed. So yeah, it's now Box Monkey Pictures.
I like it. I'm glad I asked because I still had it down as Future Films.
Box Monkey is cyborg monkey. So when you see him, you'll get it.
I think I've seen a picture of him. Does he have?
You might have.
Yeah.
It's been around for a while, but I really thought of it in terms of I should have something that's instantly recognizable. And since I can't put Iron Man on the logo,
that would probably
might as
get
well
you
put one of my creations up there that's funny and people will remember.
Absolutely.
So yes. My production company is Box Monkey Pictures. Yes.
Well, that's fun. That's good to know. And you've got a feature film of your own that's going into production in Sweden this fall, right?
Yes, actually, we're slated to start production in September in Sweden. The movie is called The Helix. It is an adult science fiction movie. It's a joint effort between the Emiratis and the Swedish government. So this will be it's a very international thing. We're just now getting to the stage where we're starting to put everything together, and we will probably go into pre-production in the next month or two, and we'll start doing some I think some of the exterior filming, some of the location shots first. But I think it's a thought-provoking story. It's science fiction, but I think it's more. I like to refer to it as science faction.
Nice word.
I'm really dealing, I think, realistically with the less glamorous aspects of space travel, and also it's a story about first contact and what in my mind would really happen to us sociologically once first contact is made. So it's a thought-provoking, character-driven story that I'm very, very proud of. It's something I've been working to get made for 10 years.
Wow.
So we're finally there.
Well, it just goes to show those listening and those that have ambitions like yours that they must persevere, never give up. What is it they say in the Starship Troopers movie? Never surrender, never retreat, never give up. Never give up.
That's Toy Story, Jeannie.
No, Toy Story stole that from the movie.
That's
no.
I think that's Buzz Lightyear says
well,
that.
Then he took it from Star Trek Troopers.
Actually, I think that no, that's not. It's actually Galaxy Quest that you're quoting.
Nope. Actually, if you go all the way back to the one with Casper Van Dien, way back when they did that into a movie, they have that line in there about never surrender, never retreat, never surrender, never give up, never retreat, something like that. But I think everybody uses it.
You have to ask your listeners, but I'm pretty sure that it's Galaxy Quest now that I think of it.
I do love Galaxy Quest too, so
Who doesn't love Galaxy Quest?
And Toy Story. God. I love Toy Story
No, but look, it took even Sylvester Stallone. It took him 7 years to get Rocky made. Okay,
right.
So if anybody can tell you about perseverance, I'm sure it's him. But again, this is something that I have been passionate about, and I have been relentless. And thanks to the generosity of many people who volunteered their time and their money and their efforts, we're finally going to get this thing going. And hopefully it'll be the first of many productions.
I just know you're going to make it happen. You have the drive. You certainly have the talent. That's for darn sure. So.
Well, it helps though when I'm asking for money that they're making all these $200 million pictures with my characters.
It's true. Well, and
so it doesn't hurt, Jeannie.
No, it doesn't hurt. Keeps you up there in the A list of the type of people that you circulate with, and especially the world of superheroes. When I think about, you've done 10 Marvel studio films. You have credits in 10 Marvel films.
Yeah, 10.
Wow. And
that's. Yeah, I got to work with Favreau and Downey and everybody on Iron Man 1 and 2, so I'm like to actually get to know them and spend time with them and see their devotion to the spirit of that character. It's heartwarming. It really is. It was such one of the best experiences of my life.
So now, to the best of your knowledge, are the Avengers and so forth, are they done? I mean, end game. Does that mean there aren't going to be any more Avengers movies?
Oh, how the hell would I know that? I'm so far removed from anything Marvel Studios does now. I mean, they're nice enough to invite me to the premieres. I couldn't make it to Avengers Endgame because I was in Dubai. I'm just coming back from Dubai at the time, so I missed my invitation to go out there for that. But other than inviting me to the premieres, I have no involvement or whatever with what they're doing. So they don't really inform me of that. So
I can't get any sneaky insider information from you, is what you're telling me.
I don't know a blessed thing.
Well, it was worth a try.
Sure.
Poke around until somebody reveals something, but you heard it here. You heard it first.
You're doing your job, girl.
Yes. Well, down here in Sarasota, having people like you on our roster of friends and keeping in touch and learning about you is always eye-opening. It's always so impressive to me. And
I really enjoyed my time coming down there, and the few times that you have had me on stage, I have been nothing but appreciative of that, Jeannie. Thank you so much.
Well, and the audience that has heard you speak here, it has ranged from high school kids to college-age kids, to adult learners, to writers and producers and creative people throughout film and television in our Tri-County area, between Manatee County, Sarasota County, Hillsborough County, well, actually 5-county area, all the way up to Pasco Pinellas and down to Collier and lots of other places, Charlotte County. You're a big guy, and for us to have you over here is a big deal. So
it's not that so much as I have 43 years of experience and stories to fall back on, so it gives me plenty to talk about.
True. One of these days we've got to get you teaching, get you to teach a whole new generation. I remember when you and I were over at Ringling College and you were looking at the artwork and some of their fine arts, and you had such great insight about the nature of art and the nature of the body and the motion and the energy that a still picture should convey. I was very impressed, as you can tell.
Thank you. I looked at Ringling College, and I would have given a limb to go to someplace like that when I was young.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the cards for me. I hope the kids that are there now really appreciate what that facility has to offer.
I sure hope so, because now with the new sound stages and studios too, there's even more tools and more ways to step into the newest of the equipment, but keeping the story. It's all about the story.
Always.
That's
exactly it.
Yeah. So your story is you're still going to travel. You just need a teleporter from Scotty to beam you up.
That would make things easier, but no. I mean, traveling is something I adore. I really, especially when I'm going someplace new, places I haven't been before. So that's one of the things that is exciting about what I do in terms of whether it's personal appearances or whether it's making movies or dealing with investors, as I go all over the place and I get to see and experience things. I have to tell you that my time in Dubai was incredible. I learned so much, and I got to share in their culture and their way of life there. And they treated me like I was part of their family, and it was really a heartwarming experience.
Right. Well, you met with what? The leader, the ruler of the UAE, Sheikh Mohammed bin Faisal?
Yes, yeah. I had a private audience with Sheikh Mohammed.
That's so cool.
And it was wonderful. He's a big Marvel fan, as it turns out.
Oh, gosh. Is it wonderful how entertainment gives us universal commonality?
It really does, and he was incredibly gracious and spent quite a good deal of time with me, talking, and we discussed the film industry in Dubai and what could be done about it, to improve it, and so it was incredibly constructive. But like I said, they were very welcoming, so I've really enjoyed not just the business, but the experience of making new friends and experiencing new cultures.
Really?
I got to tell you, Jeannie, the food over there is unbelievable.
Well, maybe I can go along and carry your bags next time or something. Be a flunky. That would work. Well, Bob, we're running out of time, but what a pleasure it's been, as always, hearing you share with the listening audience out there. Just a delight. Thank you for letting us live vicariously through your experiences and continue to benefit so much through your talent.
Jeannie, I'm always here when you want me, girl.
Well, thank you. And you travel safe out there, you hear?
Thank you. And thank you, listeners, for giving us the time.
Right. To all you people out there, thanks for being with us. Tune in again next time, and we'll have wonderful people like Bob Layton for you to listen to. And this is Entertainment U, signing off. I want to thank you for listening. I'm Jeannie Corcoran, your Sarasota County, Florida Film Commissioner. And if you want to get a hold of me, you can go to www.filmsarasota.com, or you can call us toll-free from wherever you are at 888-765-5777, extension 104. We're easy to get a hold of. And we like email. You can email us at info@filmsarasota.com. And we check all of our email. If you don't hear back from us right away, it's not that we haven't gotten it, but we might have a computer glitch. I hate to admit it, but it happens a lot. We've had emails that disappear for a month. We've had phone messages that disappear for 2 months, but they show up eventually. So we will get a hold of you. Or you can get a hold of us, ask us questions, and if we can help you, we will. And if we can't, maybe we can steer you in a good direction to somebody who will help you. And that's it for me. I'm Jeannie Corcoran, and you've been listening to Entertain You on the Radio Ear Network, and this is the Society Bites network of programs. Thanks for listening. Talk to you again soon.